The month of March is set aside as National Reading Month, and if you're a parent or a grandparent, how can you help? Kendra Morgan is a child specialist with Building All Children, and reading is today's topic.
Yes.
I love to read. I don't know how you pour that into a child so that they love to read, because it doesn't come naturally for everyone.
It doesn't come naturally for everyone. And reading is hard because in development, there's specific milestones at certain ages.
Right.
But reading's not like that. It depends on the child, and it depends how they learn, what they can take in, but it really depends on a wide exposure. So parents, caregivers the more they're exposed to books and stories and words, the better it'll be.
I've heard of expectant mothers, dads reading to the unborn.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, start it as soon as you know you're pregnant. Start reading, have books around. I always say as much screen time as they're watching, they should be double in books.
Gotcha. Okay, so beside exposure is kind of the first thing.
Exposure, wide exposure.
We're going to go through this list of suggestions and ideas of what you said. Next, we talk about rhyming. Talk to us about how to build a reader with using rhyming.
So we are seeing more and more children not knowing how to rhyme. And so most of the children books have great rhyming in them, but as parents, we have to teach them to rhyme. And so the way you teach a child to rhyme is you'll say, I'm going to say what rhymes with cat. The child will say cat. They'll say the word cat, bat. What rhymes with mat? Mat, cat.
Okay.
And so they need to say the word and then a rhyming word that goes with it. At first, they won't know how to do that. So you're going to have to rhyme for them.
It doesn't come naturally.
Does not come naturally.
Isn't that funny? Because you just think that that's how it sounds, but that's because we're learning that early on.
Correct.
Okay, so also knowing letters and sounds, and I love you brought this little display here.
I did.
One of the important things too you were telling me is that kids need to be able to hold and touch and feel the things that they're working with.
So the whole goal with learning to read is making it fun, right? And so they have to start identifying letters and knowing the sounds of the letters. So the more they can hold it, touch it, find it. We love to buy these magnetic letters and just hide them all over the house. Then when they find a letter, you're like, oh, that's letter P.
What is that?
Right. And so put it in next to their cereal. I mean, just mix the letters up all day long. They'll learn the letters, the name of it, and they usually learn the letters in their name first, and then they'll start to learn the sounds. And you have to learn the sounds in order to start sounding out words.
Yeah, playing with those sounds can be a game, it can be through music, it can be through the books, the whole thing.
But the main thing with reading is we want those sounds to be clipped. So when kids sound out like cat, they'll go cat. Well, that's not how you read. We want it to be cat. Clip it. And so teaching parents how to clip those sounds will make those kids read quicker.
Good. All right. And then we also want to talk about splitting the words up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we call this pulling words apart, teaching children that certain sounds make a letter. So like we'll say, I'm going to say it, add an F, it is
fit.
I'm going to say ice, add an N, it is
nice.
Okay. I'm going to say downtown. If I take off down, what do we have?
Town.
Perfect.
Okay, good. I'm a good reader then.
Good job, you passed.
Age, right.
No, but it's an older skill, but it's an important skill because it's teaching them how to pull the words apart, how to make new words, and putting all of that together is reading.
What does Building All Children offer in terms of helping parents go through this?
Well, so we are actually offering a workshop in September on the foundations of reading, and we don't have registration up yet for that, but it's coming. And then we have a Building Readers program where we provide one-on-one reading. They have to go through our Assess, Resource, and Empower in order to become part of the Building Readers program, but we see the power in reading. We want children to be able to sequence reading, to be able to know the beginning, the middle, and the end, and once they do that, then we call them thinkers. They're thinking about the story, they're gonna be successful readers. And we know the research. They have to be able to read to have success in life, to order from a menu, to fill out a job application.
To be able to drive.
To be able to drive. And so it's the greatest thing you can give your child is a foundation of reading.
You brought a couple of books examples here. I love these, and of course most families probably have seen these before, but these are things that you can touch and trace. And then of course one of my favorite books, I've just always loved the pop-ups or the opens. It's just such a cool surprise, you know, and a child can learn and watch and grow. I love these little top-ups here. And you guys have tons of books there, but we do want to encourage, take your child to the library. Get them their own library book. And then then, of
love
course,
it.
summer readings coming up.
Summer readings coming up.
It's a year-long process.
It is a year-long process, and it never should end. And so reading, the most important thing with reading is connection time. It allows them to crawl up on your lap and spend time together. Make it fun. It shouldn't be stressful, just fun.
Love the idea of screen time and reading time, you know, to balance that so that it's not one or too much. All right, thank you. We'll see you again next month.
Yes, thank you.
I love it. I'm going to play with these letters later. All right, it's 9:20. An iconic character coming back to Tulsa, one that I was not even familiar with, and I'm an old lady. After the break, we're getting a look at Oily the Oiler as he makes his return to the Tulsa Drill.